Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Fluent Ingo. I'm Mohammed. Today, we are talking about something very important. Yes, English conversation. Many learners say, I understand English, but I can't speak. Maybe you feel nervous when you speak. Maybe you feel your words are slow. Maybe you understand others, but don't know how to reply. All of this is normal. The good news is that conversation is a skill, and like any skill, you can build it with time, practice, and the right methods. In this episode, I will talk about how beginners can start speaking and how you can become fluent step by step. I will also talk about repetition, why repetition and listening to the same things again and again can change your English. Let's begin. Okay, many people believe some people are good at languages and some are not, but science shows that is not true. Conversation is not a gift, it is a skill. Just like playing piano, riding a bicycle, or cooking, you get better when you practice often. At the beginning, conversation is hard. You think slowly, you make mistakes, you search for words. This is normal and natural. Every fluent speaker also started with simple words and short sentences. The difference is that they kept going. They didn't stop when they made mistakes. They didn't stop when it felt difficult. They kept practicing until conversation became automatic, until it became natural. So the first thing you must know is this: you can become fluent. It is not magic. It is not talent. It is practice. Slow, daily practice. Okay, now many beginners want to speak fast and use big words, but this is not the best way. When we try to speak like a native too soon, we feel stress and we stop speaking. Instead, the best way is to start with small steps. Use simple, short sentences. Use the words you already know. If you don't know a word, explain it with other words. For example, if you do not know the word chef, you can say the person who cooks food in a restaurant. This is still conversation. It is clear and natural. Remember, communication is more important than perfection, okay? The main goal is to communicate. This doesn't mean that you should not learn grammar. Learning grammar is important, but do not worry about it too much in the beginning, okay? So the main goal is to communicate. Even if your sentence is not perfect, people will understand you. One of the big mistakes beginners make is trying to speak a lot without listening enough. But language enters through the ears before it comes out of the mouth, right? Listening is the first step to good conversation. When you listen to English every day, your brain learns patterns. It learns how sentences are built. It learns how words connect. It learns the rhythm and music of conversation. This is called input, okay? The more input you give your brain, the easier speaking becomes later. At first, just listen without pressure. You don't have to understand every word. Even if you understand 50%, that is okay. With time, your brain will understand more, and soon, words and phrases will start to come out of your mouth without thinking too much. All right. Now we come to one of the most powerful tools for improving conversation: repetition. Yes, repetition. Repetition means hearing the same words again and again. It means reading the same text again and again. It means saying the same sentences again and again. Many learners think repetition is boring or useless, but in fact, repetition is how your brain becomes strong in a language. Here is why. When you hear or say a sentence one time, your brain starts to create a small memory connection, okay? But if you don't meet that sentence again, the connection becomes weak and it goes away, it disappears. If you meet the sentence many times, today, tomorrow, next week, the connection becomes stronger and faster. Soon, the sentence becomes automatic. You can use it without thinking. This is why listening to the same podcast several times is a powerful habit. The first time, you understand the general idea, the gist, okay? The overall message. The second time, you catch words you missed. The third time, you may notice pronunciation or grammar. And the fourth time, you can start shadowing. You can start speaking with the audio. You listen to a sentence and try to say it at the same time. At first, it is hard, but with practice, your pronunciation, rhythm, and speed all improve. Shadowing helps you think less and speak more automatically. It also helps muscle memory in your mouth. Just as a musician practices the same song many times, a language learner must practice the same sounds many times. Shadowing is one of the best ways to do this.
ثانية واحدة، تعرف إن 90% من طلابنا قدروا يتكلموا اللغة الإنجليزية بعد 3 شهور بس؟ أكتر من 1.8 مليار شخص حول العالم بيتكلموا اللغة الإنجليزية، مش نفسك تبقى واحد منهم؟ في كورس فلوينت إنجو بنساعدك إنك تكسر حاجز الخوف وتتكلم اللغة الإنجليزية في 3 شهور بس، وده من خلال محاضرة أسبوعية على تطبيق زوم. ومش بس كده، معاك مدرس مخصوص كل يوم على مدار الأسبوع بيتواصل معاك عن طريق واتساب أو من خلال مكالمة أو من خلال فيديو كول، وكل مهمته إن هو يخليك تمارس اللغة الإنجليزية يوميا، وبخصم 50% على أول 100 طالب هتقدر تحقق حلمك وتتكلم اللغة الإنجليزية بطلاقة. يلا مستني إيه؟ رابط الحجز هتلاقيه في الوصف أو في أول
Speaking English is like building muscles. If you go to the gym 1 time a month, you will not become strong. But if you go a little every day, you become stronger. The same is true with conversation. Make English part of your daily life. Listen to a podcast every morning. Speak to yourself in English while you cook or walk. Repeat useful phrases out loud while you shower. Watch a short video and describe what you saw in simple English. The key is not the number of hours. The key is consistency. 15 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a week. Your brain learns better with small, regular practice. Now, fluency is not about speaking fast. Fluency means speaking naturally. It means speaking clearly without long pauses. You don't need to speak like a native. You just need to speak in a way that people understand and enjoy. Here is how fluency grows. At first, you translate in your head. This is slow. Then, with practice, you start to remember whole phrases. You stop thinking about grammar and start thinking about meaning. Your brain becomes faster and more automatic. Finally, conversation becomes natural. You speak and respond without planning every word. This process takes time, but it always works. If you give your brain enough input, repetition, and daily speaking, you will become fluent. Now, here is an important point. Many learners wait for a native speaker to practice with, but you don't have to wait. You can practice conversation with yourself every day. Talk about your day. Explain what you are doing. Ask and answer questions out loud. Pretend you are talking to a friend. This self-talk may feel strange at first, but it is very powerful. It teaches you to think in English and helps your mouth become comfortable speaking English words. All right, if you want a simple plan to improve conversation, here is one you can follow right now. First, Listen to 10 to 15 minutes of slow English every day. Second, listen to the same episode 3 times in a week. Third, try shadowing one part of the audio after the second listen. Then, speak out loud every day. Finally, review and repeat common conversation phrases regularly. If you do this for 3 months, your conversation ability will change completely. You will feel more confident, you will respond faster, and you will enjoy speaking. Okay? So remember, conversation is a journey. It is not a race. It doesn't matter if you speak slowly today. It doesn't matter if you use simple words. Every time you speak, you take a step forward. With daily listening, lots of repetition, and regular speaking practice, your English will grow. Your words will come more easily. Your sentences will feel more natural. Your confidence will grow. And one day you will notice something beautiful. You are not thinking about English anymore. You are just speaking. That day, my friend, will come, and it will come because of the small steps you start taking today. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Fluent Ingo. I'm Mohammed, and I'm proud of you for working on your English. Keep listening, keep speaking, and keep growing one conversation at a time. Bye for now.